Now in high definition. 3 on your side. This is Midday Mississippi.
Thanks for joining us at Midday. I'm Katina Rankin. Cancer causes and prevention. That's the goal of a research study that is now underway. Beth Dixon joins us from the American Cancer Society to shed light on the Cancer Prevention Study 3. Plus, the Garden Mama brings us up to date about the annual Jackson Garden and Patio Show. And the NFL may be over, but the local coach is recruiting more teams to take part in the Open Arms Youth Football League. That and more is coming up on Midday. But first, let's head over to the Weather Center where Walt Grayson is standing by with a look at the First Alert forecast. How are we shaping up this afternoon, Walt?
I think it's going to come out about what we were talking about earlier this morning, more or less, give or take, sort of. Maybe a few more clouds, but the clouds are breaking up. Temperatures are rising. We're going to probably hit that 80-degree mark in a bunch of places. Monroe's already at 84. They are trying harder over there. 73 in Greenville, Vicksburg's at 72, Natchez 75, Macomb 72, Jackson 71, and also some showers. I'm really thinking most of this in central Mississippi, with the exception of maybe a few little stray showers, is what they call ground clutter on the radar. It's not rain. It's something else. It's some kind of atmospheric condition. But up around the Starkville area, Columbus area, the Meridian southward, a few scattered showers there. 20% chance for rain in our forecast this afternoon. We'll see those clouds break up, and if they break up, we may have a better chance of thunderstorms popping up. We'll kind of expand on that in a few minutes when we come back, Katina.
All right, Walt, thanks so much. Well, Cancer Prevention Study 3, or CPS 3 for short. That's the American Cancer Society and their study with the University of Mississippi Medical Center, because they're teaming up to conduct a historic cancer research study. And the goal is to help researchers gain a better understanding about the lifestyle, the environment, and genetic factors that lead to or prevents cancer. And Beth Dixon is with the American Cancer Society. She joins us now to give us more details about the study. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Would you go ahead and please tell our viewers more about this CP3 study and what it means?
Absolutely. CPS3, as you mentioned, is a long-term study that will allow us to better understand the factors that cause or prevent cancer. And ultimately, our goal is to eliminate cancer as a major health concern for future generations.
So there's been a CPS1 and a CPS2 study, and those were very important with obtaining research. But why is this C3 study so important?
C3 is going to allow us to build on what we learned in 1 and 2 and take that a step further. So CPS3, as you mentioned, looks at lifestyle, environmental and genetic factors that might cause or prevent cancer. And we're going to look at things like diet, exercise, alcohol, tobacco, sun exposure, and also family history and genetics.
So you need people to volunteer. So if someone is at home watching and they've been affected, and just about every one of us has been affected with someone who's had cancer, how can people actually join up and participate in this study?
Anyone between the ages of 30 and 65 who have not had cancer can join the study. And it's very easy. They can make their appointment actually today by going to cps3jackson.org, and I believe that will show up on the screen, or they can call 1-888-604-5888. So once they've called and scheduled their appointment, then they'll take an initial survey that asks those questions about lifestyle and behaviors. And then the last week of March, we'll have several different sites at the University of Mississippi Medical Center where people will actually go to formally enroll in person. That involves a waist measurement and a small blood sample, and then they're done. And every 2 to 3 years, we follow up with a survey for the next 20 to 30 years. So we do need individuals who are willing to make that long-term commitment, but we're only asking for 45 minutes every 2 or 3 years.
So it sounds very simple. If I'm hearing you right, then you have to be between the ages of 30 and 65, never have had cancer. And
right.
For the enrollment process, what you'll do is you'll go to one of the UMMC locations, and you'll have to fill out this consent form,
right,
as well as complete a packet, a survey packet. You'll get your waist measured, and you'll give a blood sample, and then it's really that simple. And then every 2 to 3 years, you'll fill out a survey?
You've got it. You could go to work for us. You could come enroll today.
Just joking, but it is really a very important study.
Absolutely,
right?
It's critical, and it will allow us again to build on what we already know prevents cancer, but to know with certainty that there are just certain behaviors that we can change that will allow us to prevent many cancers.
Okay, so again, what I want to tell our folks is that enrollment is March 27th through the 30th at UMMC locations. Participants, as I mentioned, have to sign a consent form, then they have to complete a survey packet, and they have to have his or her waist measured and then give a small blood sample. So if you at home want more information, all you have to do is simply call the number that's on your screen, and that's 1-888-604-5888. Again, that's 888-604-5888. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
Let us know how it turns out.
Will do.
Okay. Well, coming up, stay right there to see how long the hot temps are going to stick around. We're back in a flash with your First Alert forecast.